All right, we're back to crazy side. Now you got the setup and initiation in the form of the Bat Rider and some team fight to be behind it, and they will take up the Lycan that had been left out there.
All right. Well, just call GG now, Quincy.
Yeah. Getting the impression that there's not going to be too many options out there to kind of stop the power of the Lycan here. You know, Ursa taking him on. I've seen Bristleback try to be an answer a couple of times.
Well, it's because it's like we mentioned before, like Ursa, Bat's good versus Ursa, but you have an Abaddon to protect the Ursa now, so. But they are dual picking, so they also need a Quinn hero. Quinn's Void Spirit is banned? Yeah. Who are they going to play? It's between Yawar and Quinn right now. Morphling isn't so good. I mean, Morphling's okay because there's a Shaker. But I think he's too slow for the Lycan's pace.
Yeah, I don't know how many pieces you want to be shifting around actually. Here. Yeah. Troll could help.
Troll's good versus Lycan, and it's a Quincy crew kind of hero. Crew's gone. Ember's still in the... No, Ember's gone. I'm trying to think of Quinn's heroes. He doesn't... Because he has to play in a blind matchup.
Radiant team
Storm? Oh, yes, there it is.
Spirit.
Storm will be the choice when going into a blind matchup here, one more elusive and hard to kind of lock down between Lycan and Bat Rider. Earthshaker and Witch Doctor do bring stuns, but those are not like, aside from blinking and dunking, it's kind of hard to guarantee lockdown on Storm with those. So if he can snowball, he can kind of have a free time.
5 seconds remaining.
But they still have to pick Yawar's hero here.
Dire team ban.
I think Yawar, I think it's like a troll or morph.
Troll has been morph.
I don't think it could be Naga because they already have an Abaddon, so he can basically when you have an Abaddon like this, you can actually just play any carry. You have the protection that you need already, and it forces Bat he can't lane; he has to cut.
10 seconds.
Other than that, like PL occasionally, but
PL against Shaker, Witch Doctor, or Shaker.
Not always a good time. They ban out the Tidehunter, fearing that they're going to just go for the one-for-one kind of counter, and banking that the Abaddon will not be a 3 or neither the Nature's Prophet, or if it was even going to be a niche pick. But the last pick will be, or last ban rather, is going to be the DK as a potential mid lane option for Crazy. I mean, DK push with Lycan together seems pretty nice. And he's one of the last pushers left because Death of Prophet was also taken off the table. Now we look to Quincy here. What is the one position going to be potentially
10 seconds remaining
to scale and bring it home?
Slark's still pretty... I think Slark's good versus Lycan. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. Slark still... Mars.
Oh. So Yawar must be playing Nature's Prophet or Abaddon then.
Or Abaddon carry? Mars core? They're doing something.
Or, yeah, it's not Quinn Mars. I know we've seen that. Quinn's got to be on the Storm. That's like
Quinn's Storm. There's no way Quinn's not playing Storm here.
And I'm feeling like it's going to be SVG Clockwork. I think that's a lock too.
I think Yawar can play this NP though.
I think, yeah, Yawar can play the NP, and then would be...
Mars has to be core.
4 position Abaddon or 4 position Mars at that point, but okay.
Lycan mid.
Lycan mid.
I like it.
Ooh.
The Ricky was to counter the Mars. The Mars is going to be off lane. Yeah. Lycan and Storm just trade farm mid. Same situation as I mentioned before, like against Quap, against all these like range heroes. Is the moment that these mid heroes leave, this Lycan, I mean, he's always going to farm because he has the jungle. He gets owned in lane, he farms the jungle. If he does well in lane, he farms the lane and the jungle. Right? So, but no matter what, he's going to get his levels, he's going to get his farm. Mid players, if they rotate, like I said, he pressures the tier 1, and now they feel in an awkward situation of how pushing power and pushing potential that this hero has. It's too fast.
And Quincy have
You
yet to
get
even assign their heroes. Oh, it
10
is going to be
seconds
SVG
remaining.
on the Abaddon here.
Lely's an NP.
Okay, MSS
5
Clock, 4
seconds
position
remaining.
Clockwork. Yo, War Storm Spirit.
Oh, okay,
Quinn
makes
pulls out the Mars. They say, if you're going to go mid with that Lycan, we're going to give Quinn a strong matchup against it, hopefully, putting the Mars
okay.
there.
That was a losing matchup for Storm because it's like Storm can't even kill the wolves. I don't know why it completely lost that. He can't kill the wolves on Storm because it's like 80% magic reduction or something on the wolves. So this was good actually. I like this a lot by Quincy.
Man,
And
oh
you can
man.
tell they were like debating like what should happen here, what the best route they should take.
It's definitely like the head's in the right place. They know that this is the best possible matchups they could ask for in the laning phase. It's not too common to see these players and these heroes in a lot of these games, but all very versatile, experienced, and I'm excited to see what it's all about. While things on the crazy side are a bit more straightforward, we can kind of read their game plan and what they're going to be going for here. So a very important matchup, though. Crazy looking to even the score now, make it 1-for-1. They got Ritsu standing in as their core player, and there he is playing the Ricky right up front and center. He'll be backed up by Bat Rider and company. Here it is, Captain Killer SVG on the Abaddon. I'm excited to see an action-packed Clockwork game. MSS normally playing a lot of the Bone Flesher. Now he's got Clockwork. 4-position Clockwork, I know, has had a bad stigma against it for a while, and then it was kind of popular, and then now it's not so popular again. So I'm excited to see what it is you want to do. What is your ideal 4-position clock game?
This will definitely be interesting. This is a really good Ricky game. Maybe they're gonna put. I feel like they should put Ricky mid against the Mars. I think they should put Lycan in the safe lane now. Wait, that's actually what they're doing.
Oh, so they're gonna shift things up on the crazy side as far as lane assignments. I mean, I already see the buckler on Lycan here.
Yeah, that's the best thing. That this is definitely something they should do. The buckler is because of the NP, natural Blightstone carrier, and all the summons to right click. The extra armor will be really nice. Wolves do need some armor. Ricky is a hard counter to Mars because he just hits the backline and ignores his bulwark, his little shield. So this matchup, it's like, I mean, in the mid lane, they're just gonna essentially just trade farm. But I think Quinn is gonna outlane Ritsu pretty hard, just because Ritsu's not really a mid player. So that's kind of interesting to see. But I like what they're doing. They're just kind of adapting to this.
All right, and away we go. Game number 2. We'll see what kind of lane shenanigans we're going to be here as Quincy crew change up their player to hero assignments to fit more accordingly with the counter matchup. But as a response here, Crazy going to change up where they send their heroes. Ryle now joining Aoi at the bottom side, while Ritsu will take to mid lane with his 2 shared Tango's Quelling Blade. Being up top, Kezu's Bat Rider, going to be side by side by Moon Meander, who of course will have that blocking power, allowing Bat to kind of pull ahead a bit. But going against SVG on the Abaddon is not going to be easy, with them being able to constantly purge off a lot of the sticky power. We'll have to see if there's really going to be any kill potential in that lane for either side.
Oh, I gave him a 6 charge. So the only thing they can really do in the lane, the best thing they can do, so Moonmander, he's going to double block the wave, at least for this top lane. They're going to get level 2 before them. And if they see a potential kill opportunity before this Abaddon and this Storm get level 2, then they'll go for it. And if they miss that opportunity, because it's going to small window, and if they are able to get it, then they will get it. And then immediately this Bat Rider, he should just cut the waves and just keep farming the jungle and just continue snowballing. And that will create Shaker to have all this freedom on this map and potentially even try laning bottom if needed. UI is dead here bottom. Nice.
Battle for the runes. Top, Quincy were able to grab both of them, and it looks like bottom they are going to be able to add a lot of damage onto Aoi. Can't quite follow up with the harassment, but he's forced to get the level 1 Voodoo Restoration now.
I like it though. It's because all this harassment that he's gonna do on Bryle, it's gonna be this Lycan just wants to farm. It's not a kill lane. These heroes are way too hard to kill. They just want to chill and farm.
Creep wave very far forward, which is probably to their benefit because if Quincy see that he doesn't have the stun, they might try to apply as much harassment as possible, knowing that they're not going to be stopped from it. For now, MSS with that early point into the battery assault. Loyalist has got the Treants. I'm going to briefly peek in that mid lane matchup. Is Ricky versus Mars here. Quinn now already 4 CS to the 1 of Ritsu. He tries to snipe up and can't quite get the denies, but getting the last hits, and now has the double range creep wave pushing forward.
Top lane, this is the kill opportunity. Oh. 2 creeps off. You got creeps denied. You got 3 creeps denied by Storm. We should have been level 2 already.
And now it could mean that Quincy are going to edge that level 2 spot just a bit earlier. See how
Yeah, Moon Meander kind of screwed up here. I think it was irrelevant that he blocked the small camp because he's not going to pull anytime soon. He can't leave his Storm on an island. It's just something that you kind of train generally, like for an offlaner, as a position for like I gotta block the small camp, gotta block the small camp. But
and Yawar's actually 10 and 4 now already in that top lane.
Yeah.
And now Moon and SVG will trade out for that side camp a bit, but it's very awkward now for Moon because he doesn't really have the mana for a fissure yet. Has the clarity, but SVG is slowly chasing him down because he got that curse leveled up.
He does have boots on Moon though.
Yeah, the move speed is certainly in his favor. He's able to create some distance and make it away and still get a hold of that little camp and bring it around. SVG trying to bring the neutral camp over to pull the attention the other way, but it is turning into quite the annoyance to deal
Goodbye,
with.
SVG. Yeah, Moon really kind of screwed this lane up for KZU here. He should have just laned with him, to be honest. It would have just got level. There's no way. There's a 100% they should always get level 2 before the enemy. Because of that, Yawar top of the CS board, and KZU's only sitting at 3 CS here, unfortunately.
Mid lane Quinn just continuing to inch ahead a little by little in the CS department.
Oh!
Oh my god, the spear back under the tower. Very nicely done. Ritsu will be forced to blink strike out. And now he's got only the fairy fire. He has to get the salve out his way, but he just had the courier there, so it's going to be a bit of time without the regen. Very nicely done.
Fire.
He's like, I need every little bit I can get for now.
Give me more.
Oh, nice little early flirt with Quinn. Kezu, this ridiculous wave behind the mid tier 2.
He used all 3 clarities already too.
Got 5 stacks on some of these creeps. Here comes MSS though.
He's fine. You got a TP out of it. It's actually a nice space.
Yeah. Space case as he takes his business all the way back home after getting some couple of creeps there. Very nicely done. Touching at bottom. The big farmer right now for Crazy is this Lycan. At 20 CS2 is named. Layla's on the other side, 17 and 5. Each getting their own.
Ricky's just a nice hero. Look at his HP regen. He has 6 HP regen. Like standard.
Yeah, it must be nice.
And if he's at the tower, he gets an extra 1, so 7.3 regen.
Jeez, yeah, he doesn't even need to use the salve. He sees how much regen's coming his way. He can kind of hold it for now. MSS making his return back to bottom for now, but, you know, awkward to find and seek kills with Clockwork this early on. It's not like your Earth Spirit, let's say, who has the rolling boulder to kind of get into action. He's got to do it the old-fashioned way until the ultimate's on.
Now, this is not that easy of a clock game because all 3 cores can get out with, you know, Ricky has Blink Strike, Tricks of the Trade, Batrunner's Firefly, Lycan has all these summons. His goal and objective is just like kind of like screw over the supports, like ruin like the Shaker and the Switch Doctor's game.
Certainly the Shaker. 5-minute bounties coming out. Immediate Sprout onto Moon Meander to stop him in his tracks. He does get the Fissure off, which leads to the Maldic. They're going to need quite a bit of damage if they want to bring Layla's down. That Coconut helps, and oh, the Coconut does catch MSS, and it's going to be enough. But as I say that, the shield not going to be life-saving there from SVG, but good follow-through, and it's going to be Bryo who claims the last hit, and that's our first blood of the game and over 5 minutes in.
Yeah, nice micro by Bryle. I was watching him like CS while he was microing the wolves as well. He's actually, wow, 8 gold off finishing book 1 already. 5.5.
Oh, mid lane. Nice Fisher stun. Quinn's forced to pop the arena. Looks to take it right to Ritsu. It's with the bulwark. It gets the finish.
Oh my gosh.
And now Layla shows up. And he's getting body blocks onto Moon. SVG here now too. Does he have the nuke? Does he have the Q? No, he does not. Moon's going to be able to make it away, but oh, a gank attempt gone totally awry with Quinn kind of just manning up and taking it to Ritsu.
Ritsu had his both of his spells up, but he just ran into the arena again and died from it, unfortunately.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Could cost him, unfortunately.
Casey was catching up pretty well though, despite his like he had a rough start. Oh, top lane here.
Yeah, you are 6 now. Sees Kezu, and with the assistance of SVG, just tries to pull him on in. Needs another jump, but no, it's going to be the shield pop that gets it done. SVG still killing away here as Quincy advanced their lead now 2-1. Pressure on now as we have catapults out. Bryle pulling out the wolves and all the momentum he can to pressure this bottom tier 1 and take it sooner than later. I don't think Laylis alone is going to be able to stop this. Can he get the deny? Not with a coconut.
Nice stun.
Dire's bottom tower.
Bryle's almost level 6. I think with this next book timing, he should look into pressuring. Probably this like mid lane. With the alongside with the Witch Doctor and Shaker, should 4-man surround it and kill the Mars. Really close to book 2 on Lycan here. Yoar though. Force the Lycan OT.
Gets the pullback, and he runs away. And there's no
It's actually kind of nice. I actually think like it hurt Yoar because he used all 800 of his mana.
Yeah, that secondary ball leap was kind of ambitious there. I don't think you're going to have the fall through to kind of get the job done. It's probably safer just to be happy that he popped the shapeshift for now. Let him farm and then have a new approach to a fight where they could take advantage of that cooldown instead. But Yoar's back in mid lane. He'll just chug down some clarities where possible to get the mana back.
The correct play, honestly, right now is I think with Kazu's next Firefly, they should wrap around mid and kill the Mars because they know that Mars is running back to base right now, and this Bat Rider is the hero that they need to kill Mars. Bryle should like clear this bottom lane in and eventually move up over to top lane.
Kezu's just very deep right now.
Bottom lane here, Moonmander.
Fissure 4 with Bryle and Owie. They look to converge onto Laylis. Hit him with the Maldic, but need a bit more damage if they want the finish.
Hit one more hit. Boom.
That's it. They clean their plate. And get Laylis down. Another successful pick for the bottom lane game, but here we go, making moves elsewhere. A jump in for Quinn, he spears them back. The Fissure follow-up is there. And they slowly walk him down. He's going to be forced to pop the arena, and uh-oh, Ritsu bangs his head against it a couple of times, and now you are leaping in. Gets the grab on the Moon. They're both going to get Maledicted up. Pretty good coconut, but Crazy have no more ammunition to dump into that fight.
Oh, messed up the bottle refill on Mojo there. He put it in his backpack. Fortunate.
Quinn now stuck thirsty.
Bryle though, wow, he almost has book 3. He should finish it by like 10 minutes, I think.
30 seconds for 10-minute bounties. Bryle is grabbing the outpost as well at the bottom, so at least both teams will have their own. Ooh, look at this. I like this. They're going for a cheeky outpost steal. Laylis is nearby. Is he going to be able to contest this, or will Quincy crew be down XP? It looks like they're not going to be able to contest it. They have other plans.
Two outposts, right?
Two outposts for Crazy right now. Doesn't mean they get double XP, but it means they deny the XP of Quincy.
I think that's what they should do. Maybe not double, but 1.5 times.
That's a little bit of something, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, coconut combo coming out from Owie. And it's enough to get Quinn. It could be more. SVG runs to the high ground to make it away. He does not have level 6 yet. While Yawar shows up to assist. He's able to get the finish onto Owie. Moon moves in. He can't even get a stun off that battery assault, doing what it does best. Makes him do the dirty dance, and he will fall. Jumping around to the high ground to make it away. Ritsu trying to hide under the tricks of the trade. Not going to be successful. It's a double kill for Yawar. The round 2 fight from Quincy is so damn strong, but Bryle trying to take it in round number 3 with Kezu as they finish off Yawar. A tit for tat on both sides here. We check over the recap, and it's a 3 for 3. Pretty much neck and neck exchange with a slight teetering favor of XP for Crazy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That was nice by Bryle, killing the Storm. Storm's not having, he was having such a good laning stage in a good game, but I think he feels really forced and pressured to like move around, because it's like Storm playing as a position one, it's different, right? Like you feel, you want to be like active, but it's like, I think he should just be farming.
Definitely feels like an internal conflict of interest on what you want to do, balancing between, you know, your typical late game. I mean, he just got done playing more bottom lane. Moon committing his first dunk. Not going to be too appetizing. Does get a thankful bounce out from the Cogs, but where he gets out of a Cogs, there's an arena waiting for him. They're just all about the death traps here on Quincy Crew, and Moon just gives a smile ping. Like, what am I going to do?
There's a lot of traps. They have arena, they have sprout, they have cogs.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Team Arena over here.
Yeah, this game's kind of hard for Quincy. I feel like Crazy outdrafted them pretty heavily here. Unless like Yawar does some like really cool moves. I mean, the real carry I feel is actually Lely's. He's gonna be the one doing like a lot of DPS later, alongside with the Storm.
Here he is, bottom. Poking away at Moon Meander a bit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Gets
attack.
hit with the fissure. The bump back may have overstayed his welcome. I don't think MSS can save you from this one. So he gets hog tied up into a Maldict and finished off. Tower, though, will go down to the hands of Laylis, and now a full ward commitment coming out from Owie as they try to take more lives. They will get MSS, but now the cores of Quincy Crew have shown up, and they will seek redemption as they at least take 2.
It might look good, but they killed the core. They're in a 3 and 4 position for a 5 and 4, and in the meantime, Ricky's shoving this top lane in, and they're losing farm. Bryle got mid tower, and mid wave is also pushing in, and they're getting so much more on the map right now from Crazy. From the split potential from this Lycan, and then this Ricky being as a super evasive hero.
Demon always looking at the big picture, of course, which is greatly appreciated, and you're absolutely right. Where Crazy are not really favoring in that bottom lane skirmish, the cores continue to farm up and be there for what's to come. As,
yeah, you kind of have to look at it as like, you don't ever want to just kill to kill. You want to kill for map control, kill for objectives. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. You want to kill to move forward in the game, not just like, hey, I killed them, okay, we respawn, now what, right? I get some deep wards out, it's all about the map control. And right now I feel like Crazy has like the full map. Even though Quincy just placed some insane wards right now. They have some nice vision, defensive and aggressive wards.
They do find an opportunity to make a quick jump for Kezu with that mid lane vision. And we'll see if they can burst him down. They're successful in that. Owie steps forward, looking to get off the coconut, but they may be too late. Moon and Trap able to somehow get off the dunk. Owie looking to do the same, commits his ulti, but they both go down. Quincy Crew taking a pretty good fight. It will cost them Quinn. And now the big bad wolf shows up and begins chomping away. The TP's out, though. Will not be stopped. Another case where they're able to kind of wipe the floor. The support staff of Crazies, while the cores can live on and still do some work and damage. And that's when Quincy Crew have to bail out.
And Ricky's getting he was getting this much needed like catch up game, because he had a really rough early game with his 2 deaths that he had. Oh, here, top lane.
Kezu takes flight. Know that.
They should know his ulti is down.
Yeah, they have the sentry ward, so I think they know SVG's right here. So they are very cautious and decide to not hang around much longer and leave Quincy Crew to their own side and go back to their own side where they can kind of get
Radiant are scanning.
farm and continue to play out the economy game a bit better on Crazy's front.
And Brow's just ignoring this hot as well. He's just going straight Kiros. He's so fat. Yeah, he might get cut off here on Bryle.
Moves in. There's the arena. Bryle. No shapeshift or anything. He has to rely on his team to bail him out, but with MSS jumping in, they lock him in for good. They will get the finish. Let's see what else can be scraped up, though. It might cost them a bit to go for this objective as they're going to lose MSS, and Laylis could be next. Long jump in from Yawar, though. Able to get the hit onto Moon Meander and finishes him off. Chase over on the other side. Now onto Quinn. As he gets bumped back, Ritsu shows up and just slashes them down. This fight looking damn good for Crazy, even though they lost the Lycan at the initiation of it. Quincy crew are the ones trying to bail out where possible here, and I don't think it's going to be as fortunate for SVG. Double kill now for Ritsu on his Ricky.
So right now, like, Quincy feels like they're on a timer that they can't just, like, Crazy can honestly just sit back and chill and farm for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes if they wanted to. UC, on the other hand, they're not going to feel good if they just watch Crazy farm, so they feel pressured. Like, they feel that they're on a timer and that they need to continue snowballing their lead and being able to hunt these guys down. But it's not really easy to hunt them down. You know, they have a lot of good defensive supports. They have Lycan who can scout, like, what they want to do as well. And it's just, like I mentioned, it's just like it comes down to, like, I don't know who's really going to carry this game from Quincy. Like, I feel it just has to be Nature's Prophet. This is not an easy. It's not an easy Storm game. Otherwise, Mars has to, like, step it up and start building into a carry as well. But he does need they do need some sort of initiation, I guess, with Blink.
Yeah, definitely a conflict between who's going to be able to kind of bring this to the late game later on. Like you were saying, Quinn certainly needs the help in the initiation department. Can't just bank it all onto MSS when he has his own objective on trying to lock down people like the Shaker and take them out of the fight as a 1-for-1. But yeah, we'll have to see. Laylis has that Orchid for now, but does certainly need more. If he's going to be split pressuring and not fighting, maybe he needs to consider Maelstrom or something to kind of push towers a bit faster.
AUI does have he's so fat. He has a veil. He's 6'3" and 6 right now. He's showing SVG how the true Witch Doctor player.
Witch Doctors can get kills, man. They can definitely put in work in these fights and get the farm as a jump is there for MSS. Swift takedown, it looks like, for Ritsu, setting that one up. And now Chase is on for Quinn, who's trying to go for the haste rune bottom. Thankful to get the extra speed to make it away from potential threat. And now inside the pit they go. Bryle already getting things started with the book and the shapeshift. Playing a bit cautiously as Quincy are around the corner. SVG nearby. His borrowed time already going to be committed. Moon, he's looking to just jump in and dunk him and keep him in his spot, but SVG just runs away. It's a long-winded chase, but they may eventually bring him down. Oh my goodness, that is a slow roast. There it goes. They finally get him. All this to secure the Roche for themselves, and it's actually going to prompt a buyback coming out from SVG, but it's too late to bail out Quinn. He goes down immediately. They are able to burst down Owie, but Bryle going to work now. Scores the double kill, finishing off Laylis. They've got what they needed. They turn back and run. Quincy left in a bit of a shambles here. Spending money all over the place. Quinn with a buyback now. Very awkward stuff. I mean, it's enough for them to kind of be around to stop Roche for the meantime.
There's no rush for, like, Crazy.
Yeah.
Like I kind of mentioned. It's like, but Quincy knows they can't give this Aegis up. It's really scary. The bounty. I'm surprised, though. I guess Lycan is the real true carry this game. Ricky's playing more like a 2. Lycan's taking up a lot of farm. Bottom lane here.
SVG. Kind of out doing some ward things right now, but will be the support sacrifice. Well, Laylis is just casually trying to push out top lane, but not even that tier 1 top coming easy. They pop the glyph and force them back. And Quincy's still trying to snipe gold where possible. And here's that 20-minute bounty time. Yuar moves in for Tezu, but he's already out of mana. And in the meantime, Bryle able to chomp on down and finish off MSS.
Yuar's dead.
And I'm watching top where Yuara goes down. All set up and locked apart. There's Layla's and X. This game all crazy now as things just continue to really open up now for the Radiant side. This will certainly secure Roche if they want to go for it, and that seems to be the case.
The dieback, right? Quinn bought out 2.
Yep, he did.
That's a free Roche now. I don't know what they can do. I mean, Yar's finishing up his Bloodstone, so that's another peak. Quinn wants to finish off his Blink, but I just feel they don't have enough like AoE damage and anything to really deal with these summons from Lycan outside of Mars. He needs like a Deso.
Here we go, movement in now from Quincy Crew's side, trying to reclaim their own jungle while Bryle takes the Roche. Can they somehow do something while the Wolfman is busy? Layla tries to cut him out from the front. He gets hook shot from MSS, trying to get a bit further in. The arena going to be committed. The dunk from Moon is a response. He gets shoved up against the wall and finished off. And the chase goes on from the Quincy side. Nice bump back, but long jump from behind. Comes out. Yawar looking to go for the vision of Ritsu. Do they have the vision? They do. Enough to just get that pesky little right click in and get the job done.
These plays, what Crazy is doing right now, it's crazy. It's like it's so unnecessary. Like Lycan, they don't have any spells up. Batrider was very low resources in terms of like he didn't have enough for lasso. Lycan didn't have ulti. He's like at 30% HP. Like everyone was just deprived of resources. It's like they just needed to just reset and go back, take Roshan, play safe, like chill. Like they don't need to. I mean, the thing is about their lineup. Oh,
they spotted Bryle. Oh no, Yawar actually put his sight to set onto Owie. Bryle goes in shapeshift, moves in, gets caught within the cogs, and will be able to right-click down Yawar and company like it's no problem at all. The Wolfman bites hard. Cannot disrespect that. SVG will be the next victim, and suddenly 3 from Quincy Crew come tumbling down just after they were able to get something going by the Roche pit.
But what I was mentioning about like this, like what they're doing, it's like building bad habits for a team, right? It's like on the bright side for Crazy, they can make like 5 more mistakes. They can get team wiped a couple more times, and it wouldn't change much because it's just the nature of their lineup and their comeback mechanics. It's their lineup is just, I think, a lot better, and it's easier to play. It's much easier to execute, and they just have they have the outscale that Quincy doesn't have. And it's like, you know, like I was mentioning about this whole Roche, it's just, you know, just play to win, play a clean game, and this is how you're gonna grow as a team. And just, you know, building good habits for each other.
Certainly an economic farm advantage at the moment for Crazy here, with Lycan being the one true raid boss of the game. 6K net worth spread across the whole team as far as an advantage over Quincy Crew. And we look to see what Quincy Crew will do to mend this a bit. They were able to scrap together that top tier 1, but still have not found opportunities to push things forward towards tier 2 territory. They will eventually have to backpedal and get back to their own defenses here. Crazy have smoked and are moving their way through the mid lane now. They head to the high ground to see what they can find. Moon's got the dunk and Blink Dagger ready to go to see what kind of opening he can find. SVG, I don't want to waste it on that guy. Ben, a free scout for the team, knows that he can be like a sponge to soak up a lot of attention and damage.
Quincy's doing a really good job. Crazy's like pushing one lane, and Quincy's shoving in top lane and bottom lane, so they have 2 lanes like constantly shoved into them. And it feels kind of awkward for them right now. They're doing really good split pushing in that department. I mean, it is the nature. They do have a nature's prophet to enable that, and Storm. They have all these like split pushing heroes.
Yeah. And I guess it may start coming down to that, and just trying to split push as best you can to stall things out, to take towers behind the back of Crazy where possible and get that free money.
Could be a big timing now. Quincy's finishing up Kyros on Nature's Prophet. Mars does have a blink now. Scary thing is just on this Lycan. Yes, so close to BKB as well. I feel he's gonna be invincible soon.
25-minute bounties. And Crazy looking to take a fight. Bryle runs right in, looking to go for MSS, but the cogs are there, and the pullback. They want to dodge this, though, and see if he can waste his shapeshift, but he is just bashing and slowly charging down SVG, who will be forced to dish out the borrowed time. Can he make it back inside, though? No, he cannot. Oh, man, even Owie giving him the death ward treatment.
Top lane?
Ooh. Lasso pullback onto Laylis.
Dire are scanning.
And this might be a solo kill for Kezu. You are no! Not my guy.
That's 700 mana. He should be fine.
Should be fine. MSS though says not a problem for us to turn it around onto Owie, and now Quinn in here with the arena, and suddenly they're scraping the 2 kills down.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Just
Structures are
playing
fortified.
clean and just playing to win, right? These like overextensions. That Rider already, his Firefly was down, his Lasso was down. They're not killing the Storm with 700 mana. This is, oh, big echo.
Dunk, Fissure, that's all she wrote.
It must feel good there, I guess. You were stuck around a little too long.
Not the most dunkerific game for Moon, but that one certainly.
No, this is how
this
you
is the
play
top.
Shaker. This,
I mean, that one was the best. Like that is like
Yeah.
a justified dunk situation. Take the court, take him out of the game. No denying that. Up to that
Who was
point,
it?
it's
Who
been
was
more
it
difficult.
yesterday? That played the Shaker.
God, yeah. What
I
was
gotta
that?
call it. Who was that?
Who's that we got a flame right now? Is the Laylis is getting chopped to bits, has to hide within the sprout, but not even safe inside that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this is how you play Shaker. You see a core, just ulti them with another core and just get these free kills.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
Now he will not have it for this fight. Still 80 seconds to go. As he just takes to the high ground, walks in, Fissure, move in, Totem, follow Lasso, and they'll do everything they can to finish off Quinn and be successful on that front. SVG pops the ulti, looks to run, but the Crazy Train coming to station now in this bottom lane, and they will park their way through this tier 2. And it's time to breach high ground. What defense is there? Quinn is out without a buyback for 50 seconds. And their high ground defense in general is just kind of weak, with the exception of Storm doing fountain jumps. There's not a lot to just kind of hold the line here.
This is Abyssal. Holy crap. He ignored he wanted to get BKB, but I like this Abyssal build much more.
Dire's bottom barracks are under
As the
attack.
shapeshift back up, as they clean out the final racks of this bottom lane. And
Radiant's
let's see what they
middle
do.
tower is
Just
under
straight to
attack.
mid lane? Their mid
Radiant's
lane already
turret
pushed down to
has
the
been
tier
killed.
2, but they have still a presence inside the base, and they want to see how much damage they can get done.
They know that this Mars is dead. We're fighting 4v5.
Just the tier 3? Looks like it.
Dire's
Long
middle
jump.
tower
In
has
and out from
fallen.
Yawar. Not going to get any sort of damage in. SVG. Another ult pop, but look at that. Moon blocks him out from running safely in through the mid lane. And that could cost SVG's life, but no. Makes out the other side. Quinn shows up. Blinks in from the high ground. Moves in with the arena. Looking to burst down Ritsu. Can they get it done? Yes! He goes down. Follow-up there. Grab for Owie. Moon. Dunk in the middle. Not on anyone, unfortunately. And he will die for that. And Bryle, look at this. Quinn back in action now. Jumps for one core, goes for next. Bryle will be able to BKB TP away, but down, but not out. Quincy crew putting on all the fight they can.
Yeah, they got a little greedy because Abaddon already popped his ulti there, but he was actually baiting him close to his team. Mars was respawning, and they were able to turn that fight. That Shiva's actually finished on Storm now. He's jumping up in net worth. Bryle, though, man, he's 22k net worth right now. It's like, he's up there.
Full item ahead of where everyone else currently stands. The next in net worth, the creeping up there is Layla's, but yeah, they're still a giant chunk away from the Wolfman.
Yeah, when you're comparing Nature's Prophet carry versus Lycan, you know, I'll take this Lycan any day.
Yeah, you got to get a
Doesn't
bit,
matter.
bit dirty, a bit ratty with your Nature's
Dire's
Prophet if
top
you want to
tower
try to pull
is
out the
under
W.
attack.
Lycan can kind of do the same thing, though, right? He can
Very
rat as
true.
well.
Very true. And I don't know if I would put my chips on the Quincy crew side on who's going to stop ratting. I would probably
I
be
mean,
more
the-
confident with Crazy's side.
The focus fire that they're doing on Quincy is really good. They're prioritizing the Switch Doctor first.
Yep.
And then Bat or ES next. They don't want to touch this Lycan. He's actually like, 3,200 HP.
Uh-oh.
High armor.
Whoops.
Or the BKB. Who's it?
BKB
Who missed-
Kezu. Just to, sound the war drums.
Oh, Fat Fingers.
Fat fingers. Jump in from Yawar with the Shivas. Finds his sight onto Moon and takes him out of the fight. Moon's going to be forced to buy back. Still needs 20 seconds before that dunk's going to be back up and available. But Crazy begin to go back to work here now as they chop away at Layla's. Ryle beyond godlike now on the Wolf. SVG forced to run back indoors. Yawar quickly bursts down the creep wave and trying to slow them down, but they're going to be without Laylas and without MSS for quite a bit of time. SVG will have to spend some of his 401k to come out of retirement of the fountain and be here for the next defense, but Crazy just dipped. They're like, all right, well, we're going back. Roche is up. Let's go.
Treads finished this one Lycan. Maybe put the cheese on the Lycan and the Aegis on Ricky. I think that sounds better. The cheese heals 2500 HP. Ricky only has 1600.
I just can't laugh like when those big dunks happen in a fight, but it's like a dunk and it's in the middle of a bunch of chaos, but then you look at everybody's life bars and no one moved. You're like, not a big dunk, but it sounded very loud.
He was really close though. Storm jumped the same time he jumped, so
Yeah.
you can't really fault Moon for that one.
Yeah.
The Earthshaker from yesterday was Kit Rack actually.
I like he had to double check the name. Kid track. Or watching you and your Earthshaker. Well, Quinn smoked out. Right now.
I'm a flamer, man.
That's right. You live and you learn from these type of moments in games.
You can take it as constructive criticism or help you grow, or just take it as a flame and be bitter. Sorry, Kit Rack. I like the guy. It's my friend. Messing with him.
What about Moon? Is he your friend? I don't know if he is anymore. Moon TPing back out as he heads to bottom lane. Has that dunk in his pocket. And Quinn with the arena trying to make it away.
Big dunk.
Pulls back. There he goes. Gets it off onto Quinn. It will cost him his own life, but Quinn falls with him. And Yawar going to go down too. Seems all certainly worth if Crazy come out on top. Instant triple kill for Owie. And when the dust settles, it's Crazy all the way. As they begin charging down to this mid lane, you're going to have no Yawar for nearly a minute, no MSS. There is a buyback for Quinn, but, I don't know if Mars, Nature's Prophet, Abaddon alone are going to stop this.
Are under attack.
And these repair kits are so annoying.
Oh, my God.
Dire's
Sprout,
middle barracks
slow them down as much as we can. Feed the trees. A second Rax certainly set to fall. Do Quincy crew have one last defense here?
Glyph.
The jump goes in, the glyph comes out, the towers begin to batter down Crazy where possible. But it looks like that might be the end of it here with Layla's falling and not committing his buyback.
Back off, reset.
Not able to go for total closure, it would seem. It's going to leave Quincy crew with this massive deficit. Trying to be scrapped to go for kills, but they made a bait him back in. This is it. Quinn moving in with the arena, but damage has been done. Yawar already blasted down. They get Quinn here. That's got to do it.
That's this game.
Oh, I forgot. He's got a buyback. We've got more to offer. Layla's in there now. And he's out. Owie with the bounty. Quinn misses the spear, unfortunately. And unfortunately, it feels like a hopeless cause now. From Quincy trying to defend. Crazy taking what is rightfully theirs in this game at number 2. And I think that will do it. GG is called. And this series ends up even 1-1 with Crazy taking game number 2 on the back of Ryle and the Wolfman.
Yeah, I think this Wolfman, they just didn't really have a proper answer for him. They did think he was going to be played mid. They put the Ricky there. I think it was just a free Lycan game, honestly, and he just ran over this game. If this Lycan was any other hero, I think it would have been an even game. But they just felt like they were on a timer. They felt very pressured. Like normally Yawar, he's a carry player, right? He wants to farm. He wants to hit creeps, and the only time he's going to react, he's going to play like the safe game. Like he'll react if they're overextending. But instead, he felt obligated to take every fight, join every fight for the first like 15 minutes, and make sure like Quincy comes out on top on like these engagements. And during that whole time, Ricky and Lycan, they were just farming away, and they were fighting like a 3v4, 3v5 scenario in favor of Quincy with the numbers game. But all of that didn't matter. Crazy just threw their bodies. They fed a little, and I just think at the end of the day, they just didn't really have the proper answer for this Lycan.
Props to Bryle, 17-1 and 17 is his end score line in that Lycan game. Owie, 13-6, the second most kills by a good landslide as well on the
Wow.
Witch Doctor. How does this
Beast.
Witch Doctor ends up getting so many kills in these games? It's quite ridiculous. And, good effort from Quincy Crew, but unfortunately that's going to be it for them today. I have to update the standings here, and I can give you a quick show. So with that, let's see, Quincy Crew get one more win and one more loss. Puts them at 13-5. And for Crazy, it gives them one more win and one more loss. Puts them at 7-9. They're now neck and neck with Beast Coast here. Let me go ahead and bring it up for everybody to see. There we go. Business Associates still in the top seeded spot in a pretty comfortable position there. And then you have EG, Quincy Crew, get that 13th win and further secure an upper bracket spot. Thunder Predator with the 12 wins, rounding out that upper bracket. Zoomers are going to be playing up next against Beast Coast, as you see that kind of potential number 1, number 2 lower bracket spot as they battle it out for seeding positioning. And I'm excited about that one, and I guess that's kind of just what we're going to be getting into next, folks. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning in today. For more Beyond the Summit Pro Series action, we'll cut to a break, and when we return, it's going to be our second series. It's for Zoomers taking on Beast Coast. But first, a word from the Humane Society.